Hey, it's Rob from Getaway Outdoors in Balcatta, and I'm here with Tim from Red Mullet Distributors, who does Vexed and Assassin. We're going to run you through some Dingle Dangles, a new rig that's going to hit the markets and our shelves very shortly.
Hey guys, so this is a Dingle Dangle. It's a South African design and invention. So the South Africans are the best surf casters in the world. They think outside the square, and they really know their stuff. So we thought we'd bring some Dingle Dangles into Australia and have a bit of a play. So introducing our new Vex Dingle Dangles. These are available in 4.5, 6 and 8 and 10 centimetre lengths. And you'll see straight away, we've got a nylon cord at the end and a split ring. And I'll explain a bit later what that's all about. So basically a Dingle Dangle is a flotation device designed to wrap a bait around to get your bait off the bottom. So by wrapping a fillet bait or half a head around it, it'll float it off the bottom away from those pesky stingrays and rays that we don't want to catch, and hopefully get your bait in the zone where the tailor and mulloway and snapper are hunting. And once you've wrapped your bait in that, it actually creates a burling bait. So the little pickers will come around, whacking your fillet bait or whatever you've rigged it up with, and all that commotion around your bait will attract the bigger fish to where your bait actually is.
Definitely. And I see it looks like you've got some pre-made ones as well, Tim.
Yeah, so we're also doing a range of pre-tied rigs in Vex. So everything from whiting rigs to tailor. You'll see that's our long cast tailor rig, which we've incorporated one of our new dingles onto. Mulloway surf rig and pre-tied Dingle Dangle pulley surf rig. So if you want to have a first crack, you can just grab one of these, start mucking around with the concept and see how you go. So I'm going to rig up, first up this morning, half a herring. So I love using half a herring for snapper, mulloway, just about everything likes a herring bait. So I've actually rigged this up a little bit differently from what a Dingle Dangle is traditionally fished. A Dingle Dangle is normally fished off the back end of a circle hook, but we want people to play around with this concept and do different things. So you'll see I've got my traditional snell set up there, and I've basically just looped the dingle between the two hooks. Cool. So let's get started. Got my trusty Vex bottom eat bait thread there. Here's my herring. So I'm just going to go into the flank there, straight out the side, keeping my hook points really exposed. I'm going to slide my dingle up nice and tight, and then the top hook is going to go through and lock that in. So you can see my hook points are nice and clear. Get my bait thread, and I'm just going to wrap that around multiple times. So the bait thread, guys, keeps your bait protected from the pickers as well, keeps it nice and intact, and it also helps keep that Dingle Dangle nice and close to your bait. So I know when I cast this out, I can leave it out there for a period of time and have confidence I've still got a bait on my hooks. Can't use enough of this stuff too, right? Just keep wrapping it, snap it off. So there is the Australian way to fish a Dingle Dangle, between two snell hooks, and that'll give enough flotation to just get your bait neutral. You can use whatever size you want. So if I use the bigger one, that would have been the whole length of the herring. So Rob's going to rig up
I might do a head first.
So you got a yellowtail there, mate?
I do. Got a yellowtail yakka here. I've sort of cut it in half and I've sort of split it down the middle. So I've opened it up in the head, so I can basically hide the foam of the Dingle Dangle. That's going to go through the solid bit of the fish's head, like so. And then I can actually hide that bit of foam in the meat there. Again, wrapping it with the Vex bait thread. This bottom meat or the Vexed fillet heavy is the best one for bigger, more substantial baits like whole fish and fillets and stuff like the name suggests. Don't be stingy on that. You want it to stay on nice and tight. And then you can see, you can actually then, it'll flap around a bit. And then you can actually, where the split ring is, you can hook it onto your sinker like so. And that's how it casts out. So you've got full hook exposure there. You got a lot of movement with the opening of the yellowtail as well. So
that's on one of our pulley rigs, Rob.
it is, yes. Yep.
Yep, so a pulley rig is designed so you can clip down your bait to your sinker on your bait release clip, which all our rigs have. So your bait and your sinker will cast out together. You've seen us do it before. When it hits the bottom, the bait falls away from the sinker and will float up away.
Sit off the bottom like so.
And when a fish eats that, you'll see that the sinker will slide to the bottom of that swivel, and you've now got 2 meters of trace to fight your fish on. That's the idea of a pulley rig, so that A, the bait can cast out together, B, the fish can take the bait with no problems at all and won't feel any resistance from a sinker. And then when you do hook up, you've got 2 meters of trace to play your fish on. So that's our dingle dangle pulley surf rigs, and that's a traditional way of fishing it. So you'll see you've got the circle hook up the top there, bait thread.
You can fully hide that as well if you want to. You can cotton that right up, especially if you're using the grapnel sinkers with a little bait release on them as well, because then you can just put the hook straight on there too. So and that's how to rig up those two. And we'll show you a couple more baits in a sec. Cheers.